The courage of David. A long time ago, in a land full of hills and valleys, there lived a boy named David. He was a shepherd of sheep and loved to sing to God while he cared for his flock. The field where he lived was full of life, sheep grazed peacefully, a sparkling stream flowed in the distance, and the sound of birds filled the air. David used to sing with joy, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." He knew that God was always with him, protecting and guiding him. One day, his father called to him and said, "David, take this basket of bread and cheese to your brothers on the battlefield. They need strength to face the enemies." David immediately obeyed and set off for the battlefield. He didn't know that something incredible was about to happen. When he arrived at the battlefield, he saw an impressive sight. On one side were the Israelites, on the other side were the Philistines. In the middle of the valley, a giant named Goliath roared, "Who is brave enough to face me? If I lose, you will be our slaves. But if I win, you will be our slaves." The Israelite soldiers were terrified, but something different stirred in David's heart. He asked, "How dare this man defy the army of the living God? I will face him." King Saul was surprised by the boy's courage and replied, "But you are just a boy. How can you face such a strong warrior?" David explained, "When I took care of the sheep, God helped me protect the flock from lions and bears. He will be with me now." So, David picked up 5 smooth stones from the stream and took his sling. He knew that his strength came from God. David walked up to the giant, who laughed when he saw him. "Do you think I'm a dog, to come at me with sticks and stones?" But David answered with courage, "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come in the name of the Lord of armies. Today, God will deliver you into my hands." With confidence, David placed a stone in his sling, swung it around in the air, and hurled it with all his strength. The stone hit Goliath on the forehead, and the giant fell to the ground. The Israelite army celebrated the victory, while the Philistines fled. David raised his hands and said, "All glory be given to the Lord." David returned home with a heart full of gratitude, singing once again, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." And so, we learn that with courage and trust in God, we can overcome any challenge. The size of our heart is more important than the size of the problem. The end.